Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today, finally, Pretty Rich by Too Faced. I was going to do this last week, but I had the worst migraine and I couldn't really get to it. And thank you so very much for the lovely comments on getting better. I really do appreciate it. I think that's so sweet. So thank you so much. So let's go ahead and get into this baby. So this is an adorable palette. It is really nice and big. It's the size of my face. It is a little bit on the chunkier side. So if you're a pro artist, even though it is a chunky, it is easily carried in your Zuka bag. I haven't had any issues with it. I think it's really pretty. It does come like a cute little heart. You open it up, you get 16 gorgeous colors. Now you get your shimmers, you get your glitters, you get your pearls, your pearly color, and you do get a matte color. You do also get like a really nice big mirror. And right here, you know those little boxes that you get your jewelry in? It does have like the little cushiony. That is a little bit on the cushiony side. So it just looks like a big box of yummy jewels. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit about it. All right, so it says, Diamond Light Eyeshadow Palette. This captivating collection of 16 ultra luxe shadows of vivid glitters, creamy mattes, opalescent shimmers, and precious pearls can be layered in infinite ways to mimic the multi-faceted beauty of real diamonds. I'm like the worst, I'm telling you. Okay, the 4 diamond-shaped pressed gel glitter shadows are especially created to minimize glitter fall so your eyes stay dazzling with breathtaking intensity. Okay, so it says tips. Prime lens with Too Faced glitter for best results. Use your finger applying the pressed gel glitter formulas. All right, so these are what the colors look like. They're really, really pretty. They are colors, to be quite honest. There are colors that if you probably have in your collection, you know, I wouldn't really go out and run and get this. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but if you are a collector like I am of Too Faced, especially holiday palettes and stuff like that, this will be a nice added bonus to your collection because I really haven't seen anything like that. But as you could see, you are going to have these colors that you probably already have, except for that these glitters that are already kind of in the palette. So if you're traveling and you're going out for New Year's or whatever, this is really handy just to have it all there because a lot of glitters are loose or whatever and this just causes a big giant mess. So it is nice that you have everything right here. You have your neutral colors that you could just have like a really nice neutral smoky look. If you're going in the evening, it does have a black and it does have like these nice glitters that you could just kind of pop on and just make it really, you know, nice for New Year's or Christmas or whatever. So it is a really cute palette and I absolutely adore it. Okay, so let's go ahead and swatch some of these beautiful colors. The first one we have is Diamond for Breakfast. It is a really nice glittery color, which is this one right here. Now remember, swatches really, I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera. Swatches don't really matter to me. I mean, sometimes the swatches will, you know, if I go back and forth, they are a little patchy, and when I'm blending them, they do get a little patchy, but sometimes when I swatch them, that doesn't mean that's how it's going to perform on your eyes, so do keep that in mind. Anyway, this is that really pretty color, Diamonds for Breakfast. And then we have its Designer, and they are really velvety. That really nice soft color. And then we have Fancy That, which is one of my favorites. I just love a good brown. And then we have, and it's like a light brown, it's not super dark. And then we have a Filthy Rich, which is a shimmer, which, you know, I'm a huge fan of the shimmers. And then we have Clutch Your Pearls. Now, Clutch Your Pearls, actually, as you could see right there, I'm going to show this color to you. Okay, Clutch Your Pearls, this color right here, when you're first looking at it, it does look like a really nice white, like shimmer, but in reality, when you are applying it, it kind of comes off like a little iridescent-y pink color. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch that again. So you can see it looks white when you're looking at it, but then it turns into like a pink color. So when you look at the palette, you're thinking, oh, this is like a really nice brown brow highlighter. Unless you want your brow highlighter to be on the pinky side. Okay, now we have a Princess Cut. These colors. Okay, Princess Cut is right here. Now, Princess Cut does have some glitter to it. It's this color right here. Now, I've been wearing these colors by themselves just to see what happens because it does have glitter. I wanted to, like little flecks of gold glitter. I wanted to see if these glitters are going to be having some fallout later. And yes, they do. The glitter, especially these right here, they're going to need to have a glitter glue because I had them on by themselves. And by the time I looked in the mirror, it was all over. So there's major fallout. I know it says that there really isn't any fallout. Minimizing, no minimizing, nothing. It has fallout. Like literally, I think I just had it all over. I mean, it was just sprinkled all over my face. And that eyeshadow, this one right here, you're also gonna have fallout because I actually wore it today and I just had fallout all over the place. Just letting you know. Okay. The next one we have is a diamond glitters, but they are beautiful. And I like that they're just kind of packed in the palette because it is easy to like, you know, not to have like all these loose little glitters or anything. So I do like that you have 4 packed colors in there. That's nice. Okay, so again, that is diamond glitter. Glitter, God, what the heck? Glitter rat. Yeah, I could be making that up. Okay, whatever. All right. Highly selective is one that I love too. That's pretty. Okay, and then we have Fluent in Diamonds, which is a pretty gold glitter. Okay, and then we have It's Cashmere, and it feels like cashmere. Put that one right there. That's a really nice color too. Okay, and then we have Don't Care It All. One of my favorites. Again, it's a shimmer. Then we have Oh That's Rich. Now this color right here, as much as I love it, I don't know if you could see a little bit of the patchiness. Okay, so this is that one color that I did have a couple issues with it. I don't know, it could be just me, but when I was blending that color out, it did get a little bit on the patchy side. So it is a beautiful color, and once you kind of like blend it out, I just kind of go back with my finger and just dab a little bit more color on there, or a flat brush, and then it stays on. But while you're blending it out, it does get a little bit on the patchy side, and it's that, but it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, the next one we have is Cool Under Pressure, which is a pretty black, and it has a little bit of glitter, if you could see the gold glitter in there. And that also has fallout. Okay, and then we have a Silver Spoon. That's really pretty too. And then we have Set the Jewel Tone. That's beautiful too. And then we have a Diamond Life. Now this is like a silvery glitter. This one doesn't, let me do it over here. It doesn't swatches. Well, it feels, this one feels a little different than the other glitters too. You can't really see it, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. That's the color. All right, so let's do a little test run on the face. Okay, so I have had a lot of requests for doing something really nice and simple for our holidays. I know some of you have been saying that you want a really nice simple look that's not going to be too crazy and easy to apply, and something that if you're not very good with eyeshadow, you could apply it easily. And I'm going to go ahead and do that because even though I do makeup on other people all the time, on myself, it's a little bit harder for me because I have to wear my glasses, and I've mentioned 100 times if you've been following me, even though I have contacts, it's hard for me to put them on. So I actually am not wearing any contacts. So if you're not very good at applying eyeshadow, which I am on other people, but on myself, I can't really see. So I love this mirror right here. It's the one that has a regular side and then it has a big mirror. This has been a huge help because I could see everything and then I could blend everything else nicely. So if you're not very good with eyeshadow, or if you're a little bit on the blind side like I am, get that mirror. It is a huge lifesaver. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe brushes, a Jaclyn Hill collection. My husband bought them for me. Okay, so here's a quick story. My pit bull, she's naughty, went underneath the tree. We saw her in the camera, ran back. She opened these up, and I'm so excited because my husband bought me all of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brushes. So I was like, well, hell, I already know what it is. She opened it. Can I just keep them? So yeah, there we go. I've been using them. At first, I wasn't sure if I want them because I have a ton of Morphe brushes. And yes, some of them are, or all of them, I believe all of them are. I have to look and make sure. But they are similar to other brushes. I guess these are just her favorites. I don't know. But I have some of these brushes. But I do love them. They feel a little bit more luxurious. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. They just feel a little bit different. And I love the handles. They're white and they're beautiful. And I just absolutely love them. And they do come with like this little bag. They have two separate bags, but I just stuck them in one. So I will be using these brushes today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one I'm going to go into is this one right here, the nice pale color. I can't read the colors to you because I can't see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get that color. And I'm just going to place it all over my lid, just so that I have like a nice clean base. And you know what? That color is actually really nice, that I just like to go in lightly and just kind of go underneath. So it just gives me an extra little shine underneath the eye, just illuminates that whole area. All right, now I'm going to go in with Fancy That. I was able to see that. And I'm just going to put it on my crease. As you can see, they are really nice and pigmented eyeshadows. And I'm also really light-handed, so I think that's one of the tricks too. And I did this when I first started doing makeup. I just go in with a really nice light hand. I'm getting hot with my sweater. Okay, I go in with a nice light hand because I know that a lot of people, and I've seen some of my makeup artist friends, and there's nothing wrong with this. I'm just saying that if you're not very good with eyeshadow, don't dig in the brush in there. You're going to get a boatload of pigment. And then if you're not good at blending, you're going to have a ton of pigment on your eyes. So go in with a really light hand and blend the heck out of it, and then add more color. Because when I was doing a class with, and I'm saying that because I was doing a class with one of my clients, and the first thing she did was get that eyeshadow and started going in there because she wanted to have a ton of pigment, and it was just too much, and then she didn't know what to do with it because it blended out. It was just too much. So just go in with the really nice light hand. While you get used to it, it's better to just add a little bit at a time than go in there, you know, with a ton. So I love this color by itself. I like to wear little lashes and then a little bit of color here and there. Okay, so just blend the heck out of it. And then sometimes I like to go in with the clean brush and just kind of go up on top just to make sure everything's really nice and blended. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go in with Filthy Rich with the same brush. And I'm just going to tap that. Now, anything that's a shimmer is going to be a little easier for you to blend. And if you don't want to use a brush, which most of the time with the shimmers, I just like to go in with my finger and just dab it. Because the warmth of that finger is going to help that color blend out a little easier. So I love using my finger, especially like when I first started, we used our fingers a lot. We didn't have, I mean, we did have like all these brushes. It was like 20 years ago, but I'm just saying we did a lot of stuff with our fingers. So I'm just kind of dabbing that. As you could see, it doesn't look like crazy and not blended. And then just keep at it. And then if you want a little bit more punch of color, just wet it. Wet the flat brush and just kind of go over it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this a little brush that I have a million of them from Morphe. And this is a Jaclyn Hill one. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I'm going to go in with Fancy That again. And I'm going to go underneath my lash line from the inner all the way to the outer. I'm just going to dab that. It does have kickback, by the way. It doesn't really bother me. I know it bothers some of my friends. It doesn't really bother me. And then I'm going to go in with Filthy Rich again. And I'm just going to... Crap, I just poked my eye out. Oh, because I don't have it on the other side. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of blend that out from the inner all the way to the outer. All right, now I'm going to go in with that color. I was telling you that it's going to kind of be a little harder to blend out a little bit. Make sure you get the inner corners over your eyes right here. I love this little brush. It's so easy to go in there. So if you are getting a bigger brush, like the same thing the same client was doing when I was doing makeup with her. She was going in, of course I don't have it here. Anyway, she was going in with a fatter brush to go underneath, which is fine, but she didn't want like anything crazy, and she was getting crazy because her brush was too big. So I love these fine little brushes because it helps you go in there right into your lash line, and then you could drag it out a little bit, but you could start off, you know, with not so much, and then you could keep smoking it out. Like I like to keep dragging it down because I want a super smoky eye. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into the glitter. I'm going to go into this gold glitter. I'm not going to go ahead and do a glitter glue. I do love the Beauty Bakery because I'm just doing this for video. And then I'm going to go night-night. So I'm just going to go ahead with my finger and I'm just going to dab that on top. Now, when you do kind of dab it with your finger, as you can see, you're going to get a ton of color. So just keep that in mind also, because you don't want to get a boatload in one spot, because it's not like you could really blend that out. And then the rest of it, I just kind of feather it up. Because you're going to have a little extra on your finger. Instead of going back into that glitter and adding more on top, just kind of get the excess and just kind of go on top. So that way you have the majority of your glitter on your lid, and then it just kind of goes up like light little sparkles. I mean, you could do that if you want to. But I just want to have it kind of trickling down, and then I have more of the bam on the lid. Okay, so now I'm looking at everything. I want a little bit more of a smokier eye. So I'm going to wet that brush. And I'm going to go into Filthy Rich again. Because I don't want it to be a crazy smoky eye. But I want it to just kind of be a softer, more of a bam. And I'm using this color right here. Because I know some of you were asking me for a soft smoky eye. So that's what I'm doing for you. I hope you like it. There. It's just really super easy. And once you get that glitter on there, you know, it just gives it a little bit more bam. I love these shimmer colors. Anything of a shimmer is going to help you have a beautiful smoky eye. They blend out a lot easier than a matte color. That's why a lot of times, if you looked at some of my other videos, I love this by Jeffree Star. It is a shimmer, but I like to apply it on my face. Not on my face, on my eyes. So what I do is I kind of go into it, and then I kind of go all over my lid, and then I'll put a little bit of a matte color, and it helps blend it out. So anything that's a shimmer, put a little bit underneath that matte color, and it's gonna help blend it. And I'm actually gonna be doing a whole video on that, so I'm probably not explaining it correctly, I don't know, but I'm just saying. All right, so that's it. Just a nice light smoky eye with a little bit of bam with that glitter, and it's just really easy. So do keep in mind, these are colors that you probably already have. It is nice to have these glitters in there. It is really nice and bulky, but it is easy to travel with because it is a decent size. It's not like a huge palette. Other than that, I really do like the palette a lot. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I have it for my collection. I think it makes a really nice Christmas gift also. So if you have a young lady that is loving, Too Faced or wants, a new little palette, I think this is a really nice little starter. And that's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you out for those of you that are asking for a nice, simple, smoky brown eye. And let me know, okay? So anyway, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll stop rambling. And I'll see you again for my next video. Bye.